Now it's 1993, and according to Muller and Scuddy, the truth is out there. On the big screen, Mr. Spielberg was about to convince cinema audiences all over the world that dinosaurs still existed. But we knew that. Take That came close to the Beatles' phenomenal popularity with 3 number ones. The new body trend was body piercing, while the in-toy was a Mr. Blobby. And probably the least said about that, the better. But on Saturday mornings, the going was gone, but the live was now kicking. In 1993, Britain's biggest horse race, the Grand National, stumbled at the starting gate. Take That ruled the charts, and the Queen broke with tradition by allowing the public into her London pad. But one Saturday morning tradition remained the same.
Bye-bye.
Going live came to an end. Live and Kicking was launched.
You're watching BBC One for the very first edition of Live and Kicking!
Room cupboard veteran Andy Peters joined Going Live cook Emma Forbes and actor John Barrowman to present the new show.
Oh, that's a good idea.
In a world where kids had more on offer, Live and Kicking had to work hard to get noticed. By picking up the pace, it squeezed more entertainment into 3 hours than ever before. With fantastic guests and Run the Risk, it proved an award-winning formula and continued the tradition of turning its presenters into stars.
Did you see those videos?
So how do you think your show moved on from its predecessors?
Oh, it was a tough act to follow Philip and Sarah because they were brilliant. But we just kind of, I guess, moved the pace up, really.
Yeah, I think we became even faster, and it was just the start of, you know, people watching using the internet, being very aware of faxing and all that sort of stuff. So we sort of introduced all those
It got
features
even
into the
more
show.
interactive, I think.
Yeah.
That was what happened.
And there was a fantastic chemistry between you two.
There was. There still is, luckily.
Yeah,
thank
thank
goodness.
the Lord. Yeah, it's funny because we didn't ever audition to do the show together.
No.
I mean, we literally, the first time we met was sort of the week we were going to do the first Saturday. And
it kind of grew. It sort of just, I don't know, it just sort of happened. We didn't try you can't really try with chemistry. It just sort of evolved.
Well, it was good. I mean, it was great television. Let's look at some of the highlights, and Mitch will take us through it.
Oh, Nick.
wow!
Live and Kicking was the 4th generation of the show to fill Saturday mornings with quick-fire entertainment.
Good morning!
The programme had a guest list that read like a showbiz who's who.
What's the first instrument you ever played and how old were you?
I used to play on the linoleum.
What's the linoleum? Can you explain it? What is it?
That was a joke.
How do you manage to stay so young and attractive?
That's not your question. Thank you very much for being in the hot seat today. I hope you'll come back again.
Thank you.
It offered an amazing variety of features.
Hello, welcome to Run the Risk.
I'm Bob.
And I'm Bez.
And he's Baz.
And he's Bob.
With Andy and Emma at the heart of the show.
I hope you're enjoying the show at home because we're having such fun today, and I hope it's coming through to the television. It's great.
And who could forget their last show together when Emma surprised Andy with a time machine and little help from her mum.
Bode well for future career for you.
Dramatic. Good evening, the headlines.
That is the last show.
Hey!
Oh!
Hey!
What will you miss most about Live and Kicking?
Emma.
I'll see you in September.
Bye-bye.
I genuinely still can't watch that without crying a little bit. How sad is that?
I understand.
Yeah.
He is a man of routine. Is that true?
Oh, completely. I mean, part of our chemistry was based on the fact that Andy, it was kind of done in I was a very good team to him. He was completely a man of routine. He had to have toast and Marmite, but only in the first cartoon. Couldn't eat the toast and Marmite pre the cartoon. On a Friday, I used to leave rehearsals from here, and I used to have to rush to get to buy Madeira cake. Because he couldn't get through a show without Madeira cake slices that I'd hand sliced alone. behind the scenes like this, and he'd have the Madeira cake. And I used to sometimes, I'd be breaking into a sweat to get things. And then at 10 o'clock, there'd be a thing saying, let's blend our wardrobes.
Hang on.
Oh,
Madeira cake.
How happy are you?
And can I say, knowing Madeira cake as I know Madeira cake, that is the one provided and baked by Uncle Mark and Spencer. That is marvellous.
Go on, have a slice.
It had to be that one. It had to be that. It couldn't be pre-sliced. It had to be the whole thing. Happy?
It's a nice.
Happy boy now.
Wicked, thank you.
All right, it's great to see you both.
Well, it's a
and
pleasure
now
to be here.
we've got another round of our quiz. Are you ready for this?
We're ready.
Well, in the first series of Live and Kicking, there was another presenter. Have a look.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Emma. Unfortunately, Emma, this one is for you. I want you to cast your mind back to a day when Martin Bell, Britain's top downhill skier, was sitting on the hot seat, and a young girl rang in and had a rather unusual request. Do you, Emma Forbes, remember what that request was?
Well, that was John Barrowman.
Yeah, that was John Barrowman. Only John Barrowman would ask a question like that. I know exactly what that was.
Come on, what was it?
A child rang in and said, can I see your donga? I think it was the word donga they used, wasn't it? It was a donga, and there was a brief pause, and again, luckily, Chris in my ear went, move on. And John would remember that. Isn't that the right answer?
Well, let's see.
Hi, who's that?
Caroline.
Hi, Caroline, you're through to Martin.
Hi. You were talking to Andi Peters earlier.
I certainly was.
Me and the girls wouldn't mind to look at your donga.
Have you got another question? Have you got another one, a proper one for Saturday morning?
I beg your pardon.
Andi Peters.
Into it.
Yeah.
OK, this one's for you, Andy. Take a look at the clip and tell me who is behind the curtain.
Who were those people? Who were those people? Who were those people?
Yes, I don't know. Two.
Could have been out of a band.
I'm trying to do a boy band, but there wasn't.
I'll tell you what, have another piece of cake. Here's the answer.
Hey!